Hey, what is up guys? So silent burning is now in the game on the dueling applications and it is absolutely crazy. So you're here to bring you guys some of the replays using this card. This card has got a crazy effect. Anyways, let's go ahead and cover its effect while this replay is going on in the background so you guys can see it in action. Silent Burning, so it's a quick play spell card that says, during the battle phase, if you control a silent magician monster and you have more cards in your hand than your opponent, remember it is a quick play though, each player draws until they have 6 cards in their hand. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. You can banish the card from your graveyard to add a silent magician monster from your deck to your hand. So I'm thinking, yo, this card's a quick play. What if I activate this card? I have, at the time of activation, I have more cards than my opponent. I'll just need one more. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't specify. As long as I have more cards than my opponent. And then I go ahead and activate that quick play. If I get to draw 6, sure my opponent can draw 6, but what if I draw into a bunch of other quick plays that I could still use them? This is just during the battle phase. I'm thinking if I play a bunch of cards like Shrinks, like Rush Recklessly, like I just go triple Rush Recklessly, shrink their monster, and then lower it somehow by another like quick play. I know there are a lot of crazy quick plays that like we just don't use in the game because they're like bad. That increase their attack by like a small amount. Like Rush Recklessly, right? We stack the triple Rush Recklessly. Then we activate another Silent Burning. Let's say by I don't know, flip up a Jar of Greed. I don't know. I'm thinking crazy game mechanics right here, right? We get to go through so many cards in our deck. I think that'd be hilarious. But anyways, the opponent over here gets over the field, makes a number 95. Then he summons the Choco, but then the Solemn Warning is going to go ahead and say no to that. And then a Soul Charge activated over here. But I just think it's crazy. Like, we have cards that are banned that draw a few cards. Then we have this card, which potentially lets you draw until both players have 6 cards in hand. That's so crazy. But then we have Silent Magician Summon. This card is activated, so we have 4,000 attack because you're going to guarantee yourself, as long as you happen to have more cards than your opponent, it doesn't really matter how many more, this card gets up to a certain amount of attack, right? And then, when this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can special summon a Silent Magician monster from your hand or deck. And then you can ignore summoning conditions, everything goes face down. I don't know, I think Silent Magician, it's looking to be a little bit better. I mean, you get a decent amount of attack because, keep in mind, you're drawing until you got 6 cards in your hand. And this card's going to gain 500 attack for each card in your hand. I was like, whoa, is that Tragodia 2.0? So I was thinking, like, maybe you could combine it with Tragodia. And, like, Tragodia's a pretty nasty card. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, Tragodia at one point was at 2 in the TCG. Man, you could just, like, snatch steal monsters. I know you can't snatch steal Exceed, but, like, if you take someone's pendulums, you overlay with them? It's not a bad idea. And when you combine them together, but he goes ahead and quits because Dark Requiem, it was gonna wreck him over there with that 7,000 attack. That is pretty cool stuff indeed. But we got some other replays that I want to share with you guys. So that was one of them. I liked this one over here. This one was pretty cheeky over here. I know it ice bears, but like just watch what happens. All right. It's just showing off like some of the Silent Magician. There's also Silent Swordsman. I don't know if they meant to make the archetype go well with each other. I don't know. You guys let me know. In the anime, was Silent Magician and Silent Swordsman, were they like boyfriend girlfriend? I don't know. I really don't know if in Yu-Gi-Oh like the cards are like Pokemon where they kind of have like personalities, because like when they get summoned, they're like out on the field here. Silent Magician versus Silent Swordsman over here, but he's got Silent Sword over here, which makes him gain extra attack and it can't be negated. So pretty good stuff indeed. He's gonna go ahead and increase that, so 4,300 runs over that. He should have Ragnar zeroed that. I think that would have been good, but he goes ahead and finally does it later on. Then he goes ahead and banishes that card. Goes in, summons the Gaga Magician, go for the Gaga Kid, going for the Volcasaurus, gonna go ahead and deal damage. When I was talking to Teriyaki, he didn't have the Gaia Charge. I was like, why didn't you make Gaia Charge right there? That would have been a good play. But sometimes when you're playing these more obscure decks, I mean, we're talking about Gaga, Silent Swordsman, Silent Magician, all into one deck. So I don't know. I think some players might want to try this out. This is more like a fan favorite kind of a deck. At least I think it is. I don't know if it's gonna be meta. I mean, heck, dude, when you draw 6 though, I don't know. That kind of sounds meta to me. I mean, look at that. That's just some cool stuff indeed. Then there's also this other replay versus a Fire King Yubel. I thought that was kind of interesting to mix the two because, you know, we have the Cosmos, let's swap it over. The Cosmos, right, you've been using the Fire King Island, but technically Fire King Island can also destroy U-Bells, so you can pull off some of the, you know, more difficult U-Bells because, you know, a lot of people have been asking me, yo, can you make a U-Bell deck? Yo, I tried. Like, they ain't the most meta, but, you know, against some of these more, like, fan favorite, I'd say, like, fun type of decks, like, for example, Silent Swordsman, Silent Magician, maybe you can have a chance against them. But for the most part, like, U-Bell just gets wrecked too hard by certain things. Like, there's just too many things that just wreck U-Bell. Like, yeah, you have a lot of cards to bring out U-Bell. Like, there's Limit Reverse, there's multiple Call of the Haunteds. You could easily, bring out that card like Mystic Tomato because it actually has 0 attack. Like, you can get out U-Bell relatively easy in the game now. But the problem is, it's just U-Bell, it doesn't become strong until you get like that last form, and even then, like, you get wrecked by like a bounce back or something just really small. It takes you too many cards and too many turns to actually bring out the U-Bell. But nonetheless, this card is pretty good. It's just going to go ahead and negate your own effect right there. Pretty good stuff. Might have been a misclick over there. But anyways, he's able to go ahead and bust out a Photon Strike Balancer. It's got 3,000 attack. This card's really good. Then he has Damage Condenser. So he discards a card, takes no battle damage, special summons an attacker. So one monster from your deck with equal to or less than the battle damage you took. And this one's 0, so obviously that means you get like U-Bell or... yeah. It doesn't ignore summoning conditions, so it doesn't work exactly super well. But, you know, with the Fire Kings and U-Bell, maybe some people can make better use of it. I think it's just too old and outdated. But Yaksha summon, Yaksha's going to go ahead and destroy the U-Bell, so it procs the effect. So you can see the use of the Fire King U-Bell. I thought it was cool, because I think this is more like a fan favorite. Like, there are a lot of people that love U-Bell, but U-Bell just not that great, especially when you're looking down the eyes of a Bouncer over here with 3k attack. He's going to go ahead and activate the Gaga draw, and then he's going to go ahead, Silent Burn. Look at that! Look at the Silent Burning! Like, you just like, yo, I'm O2K you right now. It's crazy how good this card is. Like, if you just control Silent Magician, just draw those cards. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I think that effect is so good. Like, I mean, how hard is it just to be like summoning Silent Magician? You just gotta just tribute a spellcast. You go Lila, pop one, then Silent Magician, then you can draw up to 6 cards. Like, I don't know. That's crazy. I mean, technically, you have to have more cards. You have to be at like advantage against your opponent. But even if like let's say they like set everything, you summon the Dekron or something, and then you go off with your play, and then you go bam, draw a bunch of cards, right? That's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then to top that off, you'll be able to finish your opponent like really easy. But I thought that was really good stuff indeed. Let me know, guys, what you think of that new card, Silent Burning, in action. I think it's got a lot of potential for the deck. It all depends on what other support we get. But drawing 6, or drawing 5, drawing 4, that's an insane effect. And you're still during the battle phase, so you can activate other quick plays, like Triple Rush recklessly. I don't know. I want to try some cheese out with this. Let me know, guys, what are some quick plays to just increase attack? Or decrease attack, or burn, you know, poison the old man. I'm thinking like those cards. Like, I'm thinking we go Silent Burning, draw like 5 or 6 cards, maybe activate another quick play, and then we go ahead and activate another one. Let me look at this. It doesn't say you can only activate one per turn. I don't know. That seems pretty good to me. I go another Silent Burning, Triple Rush recklessly, then you go triple poison the old man. You just freaking OTK your opponent. Pretty good. I like how the thing ended with Girls' Generation at 4,200. Live points. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of, like I said, Silent Burning and what other cards work with it. But anyways, make sure you guys give that like button a titty slap. And it's been your Bobo Smith. Signing out.